You've probably been told that walking is the best exercise for people over 60. Everyone says it's simple, it's safe, it keeps your heart healthy. But here's the truth that no one tells you. Walking alone is not enough. In fact, if you rely only on walking to stay strong after 60, you might actually be speeding up the loss of muscle that comes with aging. Sounds shocking, right? But stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why walking isn't the magic solution you think it is, and what 2 simple exercises you can do right at home. No equipment, no gym, to rebuild your strength, fight sarcopenia, and get your energy back faster than you can imagine. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Just keep walking, it's the best thing for your health. And yes, walking is great for your heart, lungs, and general mobility. But here's what hardly anyone tells you. After 60, walking alone doesn't protect you from losing muscle. In fact, if walking is your only form of exercise, you might unknowingly be allowing your muscles to shrink little by little every year. That gradual loss of muscle strength and size is called sarcopenia, and it's one of the biggest reasons people over 60 start to feel weak, tired, and unsteady on their feet. Sarcopenia doesn't happen overnight. It sneaks up quietly. You notice your legs don't feel as strong when you get up from a chair. Your balance isn't as good when you step off a curb, or carrying groceries suddenly feels heavier than it used to. Most people shrug it off as normal aging. But what's really happening is that your body is losing its ability to maintain the muscle fibers that keep you strong and stable. The biggest mistake older adults make is believing that staying active through walking will automatically keep their muscles healthy. The truth is, walking is a great habit, but it doesn't challenge your muscles enough to rebuild or even preserve them. When you walk, your muscles move in the same way over and over, and after a while, they adapt to that light effort. There's no resistance, no overload, and no signal for your body to grow stronger. It's like coasting on neutral. You're moving, but you're not progressing. Sarcopenia thrives in that kind of environment. It feeds on inactivity and weak resistance. The less you challenge your muscles, the faster they lose their strength. Over time, this leads to slower movement, poor balance, and higher chances of falls and injuries. What makes it even more frustrating is that most people don't even realize this process is happening until it's far along. They start relying more on support, avoiding stairs, or cutting down daily activities, thinking they're just being careful. But that actually makes things worse, because the less you move with purpose, the more your muscles deteriorate. The truth is, your body at 60 or 70 is still capable of rebuilding lost muscle. It just needs the right kind of signal, the kind that comes from strength-based resistance movements. When you give your body that challenge, it starts repairing and growing new muscle fibers. Even if you haven't exercised in years, that's how you reverse sarcopenia. So while walking is a good way to stay active, it's not your main defense against aging muscles. The real battle is won through movements that make your muscles work a little harder than they used to, waking them up, strengthening them, and reminding your body that it's still alive and capable of growth. One of the most effective and simple ways to rebuild lower body strength after 60 is through chair squats. This exercise may look basic, but it's a powerful movement that wakes up the largest muscles in your body: your thighs, hips, and glutes. These are the same muscles that help you stand, sit, climb stairs, and keep your balance. When they weaken, even small daily tasks start to feel harder. The beauty of the chair squat is that it mimics a motion you already do multiple times a day, sitting down and standing up. By turning that everyday movement into a controlled exercise, you're teaching your body to stay strong and stable in the moments that matter most. To do a chair squat, you don't need any gym equipment or prior experience. All you need is a sturdy chair and a few minutes of focus. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart and keep the chair right behind you. Lower yourself slowly as if you're about to sit, keeping your chest lifted and your knees in line with your toes. When you feel the edge of the chair beneath you, pause for a moment. Then push yourself back up to a standing position. That's 1 repetition. The slower and more controlled your movements are, the more your muscles engage. You'll feel the burn in your thighs and glutes. And that's exactly what you want. What makes this exercise so valuable for people over 60 is how functional it is. It trains you for real life strength, the kind you use to get out of bed, rise from the couch, or use the bathroom safely without relying on your arms for support. Every time you do a chair squat, You're reinforcing the ability to move confidently and independently. Over time, this builds not only physical strength, but also mental assurance. You start trusting your body again, and that confidence spills into every part of your life. When you first start, even 5 or 6 repetitions might feel challenging, and that's perfectly okay. The goal isn't to rush through it, but to perform each squat with control and good form. As your muscles adapt, you'll naturally be able to do more. What's truly amazing is how quickly results show up. Within 2 to 3 weeks of consistent practice, many people notice their legs feel firmer and more stable. They start standing up without using their hands, walking with better balance, and feeling less fatigue when on their feet. That's your body responding to strength training in the most natural way possible. Chair squats also have another hidden benefit. They help improve your circulation and joint flexibility. The up and down motion keeps blood flowing through your lower body, nourishing muscles and joints whilst reducing stiffness. This makes your knees and hips feel looser and more comfortable over time. It's a gentle, low-impact movement, so it's easy on your joints, but still powerful enough to rebuild strength. When done consistently, chair squats reawaken your lower body, giving you back the stability and confidence that time might have taken away. The wall push-up is one of the most underrated yet powerful exercises for seniors who want to rebuild their upper body strength without putting stress on their joints. Many people over 60 avoid push-ups because they imagine the traditional floor version that demands a lot from the wrists, shoulders, and core. But the wall push-up is a much gentler alternative that offers the same muscle-building benefits in a safer, more comfortable way. It works your chest, shoulders, arms, and even your abdominal muscles, which are crucial for posture and balance. When your upper body is strong, everyday tasks like lifting a pot, pushing open a door, or carrying groceries become effortless instead of exhausting. To do this exercise, find a sturdy wall and stand about 2 steps away from it. Place your palms flat against the wall at shoulder height and shoulder width apart. Your body should form a straight line from your head to your heels. Then, slowly bend your elbows to bring your chest closer to the wall while keeping your body straight. Pause for a second, then push yourself back to the starting position. You'll immediately feel your chest and arms working. The key is to move slowly and with control, focusing on feeling the muscles engage rather than rushing through the motion. Breathing properly makes a big difference too. Inhale as you lower your chest. Exhale as you push away from the wall. What's amazing about wall push-ups is that they build strength in the same muscles that support your posture and help you stay upright. As people age, weak upper body muscles often lead to slouching and shoulder rounding, which can cause back pain and fatigue. By strengthening your chest and shoulders through this simple exercise, you naturally start standing taller and breathing better. A stronger upper body also improves coordination between your arms and core, reducing the effort needed for lifting or reaching movements. It's not just about toning your muscles, it's about improving how your body functions throughout the day. The wall push-up is also incredibly adaptable. If it feels too easy, you can increase the challenge by stepping a bit farther away from the wall, which adds more resistance. If it feels too hard, step a little closer. That flexibility makes it perfect for beginners or anyone with mobility limitations. Unlike weights or gym equipment, the wall is always available, so you can do this exercise anywhere, in your living room, hallway, or even the kitchen while waiting for your tea to brew. When combined with chair squats, wall push-ups create a powerful, full body routine that targets both your upper and lower body. This balance is essential because most people unknowingly focus on one area and neglect the other. Strengthening your legs helps you move better, while strengthening your arms and chest helps you lift, reach, and stabilize your body. Doing just 10 to 15 wall push-ups daily can make your arms feel firmer, your posture stronger, and your movements more controlled. Within a few weeks, many people start noticing how everyday activities become easier. That heavy pan feels lighter, that cupboard doesn't seem so high anymore, and carrying groceries no longer strains your shoulders. That's your body's way of thanking you for reawakening muscles that had been dormant for too long. Building muscle and strength after 60 isn't about doing intense workouts or spending hours exercising every day. It's about consistency, showing up for your body regularly, and giving it small, repeated signals that it's time to rebuild. Even just 10 minutes of movement can create real transformation when you do it daily. Chair squats and wall push-ups might look simple, but when performed with dedication, They activate deep muscle fibers that haven't been challenged in years. The real secret lies in repetition and persistence. When you repeat these movements consistently, your body starts adapting naturally. Your muscles learn to handle more weight. Your joints move more freely, and your coordination improves. It's not about how much you do in a single day, it's about what you do day after day, week after week. That truly matters. But exercise is just one side of the equation. To rebuild muscle, your body needs the right fuel, and that comes from nutrition. Muscles are made of protein, and without enough of it, your body simply doesn't have the raw materials to repair and grow. After 60, your protein needs actually increase because your body becomes less efficient at processing it. That means every meal should include some source of protein: eggs, chicken, fish, yogurt, lentils, beans, or tofu. Think of it as feeding your muscles what they need to stay strong. Pair that with healthy fats from foods like olive oil, nuts, and avocados, and you'll create an environment where your body can recover and grow more efficiently. Hydration is another silent hero in this process. Many older adults underestimate how much water they need, and even mild dehydration can slow muscle repair and cause fatigue. Drinking enough water throughout the day keeps your muscles flexible and helps your body transport nutrients where they're needed most. Small details like this make a big difference in how fast you feel results. The body thrives when you treat it as a whole system. Proper movement, good food, and enough rest work together like gears in a machine. Speaking of rest, that's another area people often overlook. When you're resting, your muscles are not being lazy. They're actually rebuilding. Those small tears that form during exercise are repaired during sleep, which is when your body releases growth hormones that help restore strength. Skipping rest or sleeping poorly slows that entire process down. That's why it's important to prioritize quality sleep and give your body time to recover between workouts. When you combine these habits, consistent movement, good nutrition, hydration, and rest, the results start showing up faster than you expect. Within a few weeks, you'll notice your energy improving, your movements becoming easier, and your confidence growing. You'll begin to realize that staying strong after 60 isn't about pushing yourself harder. It's about nurturing your body smarter. It's about giving it everything it needs: effort, fuel, and recovery, so it can give you back strength, stability, and vitality every single day. Aging is often portrayed as a slow decline, a stage where people are expected to accept weakness, fatigue, and dependence as normal parts of life. But that belief couldn't be further from the truth. The body is capable of rebuilding strength and energy at any age, as long as it's given the right care and movement. When you start incorporating simple strength exercises like chair squats and wall push-ups, something amazing begins to happen. Not only do your muscles respond, but your entire outlook on aging starts to shift. You begin to see proof that you're not defined by your age, but by your habits. Every repetition, every controlled movement, every drop of effort tells your body, we're still strong, we're still growing. That mental shift is just as important as the physical one because it transforms how you view your own potential. What people often don't realize is that strength training isn't just about building muscle. It's about reclaiming independence. When your muscles are strong, you move with confidence. You don't need to ask for help every time you reach for something high, get up from a chair, or climb stairs. You start trusting your body again, and that trust builds a quiet confidence that touches every part of life. It changes how you walk, how you stand, and even how you think about yourself. You stop worrying about fragility and start focusing on what you can do. That's the power of redefining aging through strength. And the benefits don't stop with the body. Exercise has a powerful effect on the brain. Strength training releases endorphins. Those feel good chemicals that lift your mood and ease stress. It also increases blood flow to the brain, improving focus and memory. Studies show that older adults who engage in regular resistance exercises not only feel stronger, but also think more clearly and experience fewer mood swings. That's why people who begin exercising in their 60s or 70s often say they feel sharper, calmer, and more in control of their emotions. It's not just about staying fit. It's about staying vibrant and alive in every sense. There's also something deeply empowering about proving to yourself that it's never too late. Each time you finish a set of squats or push-ups, you're sending a message to your body and mind that you're still capable of growth and progress. That sense of accomplishment fuels motivation and keeps you moving forward. You begin to look at challenges differently. not as obstacles, but as opportunities to become stronger. That mental resilience is just as important as the physical one, and together they build a version of you that's confident, capable, and full of life. When you take control of your strength, you take control of your future. You no longer feel trapped by the idea that aging equals decline. Instead, you realize it's simply another stage of life, one where you can continue evolving, improving, and living with energy and freedom. You don't have to accept weakness. You can replace it with power, independence, and self-belief that radiates from within.